Hello and welcome. My name is Kristyn Rose, and thank you so much for choosing to be here today. I am so delighted to take you on this journey inward, to really explore the power and the depth of stillness as a bridge towards higher states of meditative awareness and consciousness. In today's practice, we will explore the theme and the wisdom of Dhyana, or Dhyan. One step beyond dharana, where we use contemplative practices to help bring us into that beautiful, blissful state of absorption. In Yin, it is so powerful to really explore the depth of stillness within the postures. So for today, even though we explore just a few poses, the invitation is for you to rest as the witness, to be in the space of silence and to explore everything that comes in the in-between. So I invite you to come to your yoga mat and to reach for any props that you might need for your practice today. You might take the time to find one or two blocks, a pillow, a cushion, a strap, whatever you might need to support your body best. And remember that your body is your very best teacher. So if something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. So I invite you to really listen, to tune in, to use your props, to modify, find variations, and to even come out of the pose and find another shape if you need. We will begin together in a comfortable seated cross-legged position. So coming to sit up nice and tall, you may bring a block or a cushion underneath your seat to help bring the earth up to you. And just take a moment here to close down through the eyes and to relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. And I'd like to welcome in Mahagyan Mudra. So taking both hands, tips of the thumbs and the index fingers come to touch. Left hand, palm facing down to cup the knee or on the thigh. Right hand to the heart space. Maha, meaning great, Yan or Yana, wisdom. And so just take a few breaths here to land, to arrive, and to turn inward, to connect to the great inherent wisdom of Anahat, your heart. With each exhale, begin to release any tension from the physical body. Ironing out any tension in the muscles, the tissues. Each exhale, settling into stillness. Even allow the bones of the body to become heavy. Releasing any thoughts. You might imagine the mind like a muscle. With each exhale, releasing thoughts or any lingering tension in the mind. Breath by breath, release and let go. And settle into the quiet abyss of space, of silence and stillness that abides here now. Resting in the spaciousness that holds all thoughts, sensations, experiences. Resting back and into it. Inviting awareness up and into the points between the brows. Drawing this internal gaze up and into the mind's eye, becoming the witness. Welcoming in everything within you and around you just as it is. Become aware of how you are being physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, even spiritually. Just noticing without any judgments, without any stories, quietly, compassionately observing what is present here and now. Resting as the witness. Turning your attention now to the breath. And start to introduce a 4-count breathing rhythm. Inhale for 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Exhale 4, Om 3, Om 2, Om 1. Inhale 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Exhale 4, Om 3, Om 2, Om 1. Inhale 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Exhale 4, Om 3, Om 2, Om 1. Inhale. And exhale to an equal count. Samavritti pranayama. Equal waves breathing at your own pace. Observing the movement of the breath as it flows in and out of the body. The sensations of the breath and the gentle expansion and contraction of the lungs. Observing from the gross to the most subtle of experiences. And slowly releasing the count. Drawing the hands together, palm to palm at the heart in Namaskar or Anjali Mudra. Just taking a moment to linger in this silence. Notice the relaxation response of the breath, a sense of presence, silence as the teacher. On the next inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, take the left hand down to the mat, side bend up and over to your left. Root down into the right sitting bone, breathe into the right side body. Exhale, extend the right arm up and over just a little bit more. Observing, witnessing, welcoming sensations, thoughts, just as they are. Everything is welcome here today. Inhale, rise to center, both arms up. Exhale, up and over to the other side. a moment or two to settle in, rooting down into the left sitting bone, finding that length from the left hip all the way up and through the left fingertips. Breathe. Within the stillness, the silence, welcome the breath as a bridge into the present moment, into every experience, moment to moment awareness. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Extend the legs out. Transition down and onto the back of the body. Hug the knees into the chest and start to circle out the knees in one direction. Massaging the low back, the sacral area. Good, moving in the opposite direction to find balance. Focusing on the region of the hips, the low back, the whole spine today. Draw the knees to center, bring the feet down to the earth, knees to the sky, and relax the arms down by your sides. Keep your gaze neutral, gaze to the sky, protect the neck. On the next inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, and reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, lower the arms and the hips back down to the earth. Vertebra by vertebra. Little spinal warm-up. Inhale, lift the hips, arms up. Exhale, release back down. Just 3 more like this. Your breath as your guide. And even noticing those smooth transitions in between each breath. Good, releasing all the way down to the earth. Cross the right ankle over top of the left knee or thigh. Dorsiflex the right ankle to protect the right knee. You can stay here, or you can take a block underneath the left foot or thread the arms in between the legs. Reach for the back of the left hamstring or the front of the left shin. Close down through the eyes or simply soften your gaze. Allow the head and the neck to rest back and down. And even energetically draw the tip of the coccyx, the tailbone, down towards the earth. Notice your breath. Can you relax into the stillness, the spaciousness, this moment? Becoming aware of sensations in the body. Just allowing yourself to be present with the sensations. Utilizing sensations in your practice like little points of concentration to release any thoughts, to drop deeper into the silence, into absorption, to what is. Slowly release the left foot down to the earth. cross the right knee over the left, if that's available to you. Extend the arms out. Scuttle the hips a little bit to the right and let the knees fall up and over to the left. You may rest the left hand on top of the right knee or thigh, and perhaps turn your gaze over towards the right hand thumb. Coming down and into a supine belly twist. Relax the lower jaw. Completely surrender to gravity. If you notice the right shoulder coming up or a gap of space underneath the knees or between the knees, you might bring in a block for support. Remember that this is your practice, that you can always change your mind. Drawing from the wisdom of the tattvas of the Yin Yoga approach. The first guideline invites us to find an edge, coming into each pose until you feel a little bit of resistance. Not too much, not too little. A place where you can commit to becoming completely still. Which brings us to the second guideline, that heartfelt commitment to remain in stillness. That spacious opportunity to witness, to observe what is arising. Sensations, thoughts, emotions. And letting yourself dissolve completely into the stillness. And all that's left is time, the ultimate healer. Slowly unravel and come back to center. Uncross the knees, realign the spine. Extend the legs out. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, press the palms away, point the toes. A nice big long stretch. Exhale, bend the knees, arms down. Bring the left ankle to the top of the right knee or thigh. Again, option to stay here or reach for the back of the hamstring or front of the shin. Grounding through the back of the body, the back of the skull, closing down the eyes. And observing if this side feels a little bit different than the other side. We are naturally asymmetrical beings. So just quietly, compassionately observing, welcome it all in. The entire experience, just as it is. Nice and slow, release the right foot down. Cross the left knee over the right, arms wide. Scuttle the hips to the left just a bit as the knees fall to the right. Option to rest the right hand on top of the left thigh. Perhaps turn your gaze in the opposite direction of the knees. Take a gentle breath in. Exhale to settle in. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. Just be. Noticing, sensing, and feeling. Moment to moment awareness. And slowly, mindfully unravel, come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest, loop the arms around the knees, tuck the chin, drawing in that nice flexion, that curvature of the spine. Hands to hamstrings, and just rock and roll a couple of times. Coming all the way up to seated. Extend the legs and then bend the left knee. Draw the left knee out towards the left side and slide the sole of the left foot up the inseam of the right leg. Coming into a half butterfly. Sitting up nice and tall. Breathe in, reach both arms up. On the exhale, hinging at the hip, folding forward over the right leg. Allowing the head to become heavy. You might support the head with a block. If you're feeling really tight in the hamstring, micro bend the knee, or slide a block or a rolled blanket in behind the leg. Taking all the time that you need. Honoring any final little micro adjustments. Settling into stillness. Allow yourself to be swayed by the waves of the breath. Each exhale, releasing the knots of tension in the body or in the mind. Slowly start to walk the hands back. Roll the spine all the way up. Draw the left sitting bone back and turn towards the left long edge of your mat. So the legs come into about a 45-degree angle. Sitting up nice and tall, turn the upper body towards the left knee and side bend up and over to your right. You can reach for the right big toe or bring the forearm down to the leg or to a block. Left hand to the left hip, or maybe reach and extend the left arm up and over. Coming into a revolved head to knee pose. Really gentle side body stretch. You can also bend the right elbow, support the weight of the head. If the left shoulder becomes tired, you can bend the left elbow, hand behind the skull. Creating space, breath by breath, moment to moment. The invitation is to become like the ocean of awareness, compared to the waters of a small puddle. If someone were to step into that puddle, all of the water, all of the energy would splash outwards. Nothing left. But the ocean, even if a giant were to step into the ocean remains undisturbed because of its depth, its vastness, its spaciousness. Become the ocean. Allowing sensations and thoughts to arise. Remaining undisturbed. You are the ocean of awareness. Slowly coming all the way up. Turn to face the top edge of the mat and bring the left ankle on top of the right knee or thigh. Bend the bottom leg coming into fire log pose. So left ankle on top of the right knee, the right ankle underneath the left knee. This is a great opportunity if you would like to bring in a block, support the spacious gaps in between. Starting to hinge at the hips, folding forwards. You might bring a bolster underneath the forehead or a block if that's accessible to you. If this pose feels a little bit too intense for the hips or the knees, you can just come into a gentle cross-legged position and again folding forward. Closing down through the eyes. Slowing down the breath. Notice what it feels like to breathe into this shape. And slowly coming up. Remove your props. Uncross the legs. Bend the knees. Take the knees to the sky and the feet wide. And just let the knees fall from side to side like little windshield wipers. Extend the legs out, coming to the other side. Right knee bends, coming into our half butterfly. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forward over the left leg. Just taking a few moments here, a few breaths to settle in. Utilizing props to give yourself permission to fully let go, to fully surrender. Welcoming in that witnessing presence. For when the mind does wander, the mind was designed to think. Observe and witness the thoughts, then consciously let them go. Compassionately turn your awareness back to the breath. The breath is a bridge back to the present moment, for the breath is always present. Savoring your last few breaths here. Slowly rolling up. Draw the right sitting bone back. Open up to the right long edge of the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, turn your upper body towards the right knee. Side bend to your left. Option to reach and extend that right arm up and over. Gently draw the right shoulder back, open the chest. Again, you might take a block underneath the left arm. Becoming completely still. Becoming aware of sensations. Quiet the mind. And breathe into sensations. Where awareness goes, energy flows. Slowly release, coming all the way up. Turn to face the top of the mat. Bring the right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Bend the bottom knee, coming into our fire log pose. So this is a very deep hip opener. The shins come parallel towards the top of the mat, but again, if that feels like too much, just cross the ankles. Sitting up nice and tall, or you can fold forward over the legs, reaching for a block. The whole body becoming still. And remember that the most challenging component of Yin is not about bringing the body into stillness. It's about inviting that stillness into the mind. Letting go of the thoughts, the vrittis, the fluctuations of the mind field. The journey beyond body and mind. To become completely absorbed in the here and now. Savoring your last few deep breaths here. Slowly release, coming all the way up. Uncross the legs, and once again, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Beautiful. Coming to center, knees and ankles come together. Open the knees out nice and wide. Soles of the feet come together into our full expression of butterfly. So sitting up nice and tall, breathe in. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward. So you can bring blocks underneath one or both of your thighs, maybe under the forehead, even under the feet. Feeling that gentle activity of gravity, drawing you down and in. When the mind does wander,
Come back to your breath. And you might visualize a single point of light resting at the point between the brows. You might visualize breathing in and out of this point between the brows. The mind's eye center. Remember your witnessing presence. No resistance, just be. Slowly press the ground down, lift the chest, close the knees up like a book, hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a little loving, gratifying squeeze. Slowly release down and onto the earth. Hug the knees into the chest. Take the knees out nice and wide. And you can stay here or reach for the outer edges of the feet. Coming into a happy baby pose or stirrup. If you can't quite reach the feet, you can loop the peace fingers around the big toes or simply just bring the hands in behind the knees. Finding length through the spine, draw the tip of the tailbone down. Open the hips. Breathe. Slowly release. Bring the knees into the chest. Tuck the chin. One final little squeeze. Exhale, release down and out into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Taking the arms and the legs nice and wide. I invite you to take up space. Take up as much space as you need. Closing down the eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. On the next inhale, take 2 sips of air in through the nose to fully inflate the lungs. Exhale through the mouth, completely letting go. And again, 2 sips in. 1 breath out. The whole body melting. We'll do 1 more like this. Completely releasing, settling back and down and onto the earth. Relax the fingers, soften the toes, and with each exhale, allow the body to become heavier and heavier and heavier. Your breath as your guide into deeper and deeper stillness. Notice the ears. Become aware of any sounds that are present in the space around you. Sounds coming from furthest away. Sounds that are closest to you now. Notice the ocean of air all around you. From the boundary of the body outwards. The openness, the spaciousness, and all that is present. All that is held within the space. Notice the volume of space taken up by the body. From the boundary of the body now, turn your awareness inward. Drawing awareness up and into the center of the forehead. Become aware of sensations that are present at the center of the forehead. And consciously relax the forehead. Where awareness goes, relaxation follows. From the center of the forehead to the center of the throat. Center of the chest, the heart center. Relax both sides of the upper chest, collarbones, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, palms of the hands, all 10 fingers, completely relaxed. From fingertips back to the center of the chest. Relaxation cascades down to the navel, the low belly. Vital organs coming to rest. Both hips, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, soles of the feet, all 10 toes. Deeply resting from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the fingers. To the tips of the toes. The whole body. The whole body. So relaxed, open and spacious. You might imagine now as if the boundary of the body could dissolve. and you could become one with all that there is. Resting into the spaciousness. Remember that you are the ocean. Begin to notice your breath. Start to slowly deepen or amplify the breath. Feel the support of the earth beneath the back of the body. And when you feel ready, start to just gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. Nod the head from side to side. Bend the knees and roll over onto one side of the body. Take your time so you gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Inviting the hands back into Dhyana mudra. Left hand down, right hand to the heart. Eyes closed, with awareness resting in the heart. Breathing awareness into the heart space. As you mentally repeat the mantra, so, hum. Inhale, mentally whisper, so. Exhale, hum. I am that. I am all that there is. All that there ever has been. And all that there ever will be. So, hum. Allow the so to dissolve into O, and the hum to dissolve into So, hum, dissolving into Om. Mentally repeating the primordial sound, the pranava Om. and dissolving into the silence behind the Om. Drawing the hands together, palm to palm at the heart, and a little bow, an offering of reverence and gratitude to all of our teachers, past, present, and future, to a lineage of realized beings, and to all of the traditions we have borrowed these practices from. Thank you. Thank you. Completely empty. Free yourself from any attachments or aversions. Allow yourself to just be. And slowly rise with a sense of wholeness emerging from the emptiness. Remember that you are always whole. I'd love to thank you so much for practicing with me today. Again, my name is Kristyn Rose, and if you are excited to continue practicing with all of us here at TRU Yoga School, I invite you to like this video. You can comment down below, let us know where you are tuning in from. And in the description below, you can find more ways to connect with us, to practice with us, and to find out about our next upcoming yoga immersion in November 2025 in beautiful Costa Rica. As well, we have some really exciting teacher training programs coming next year. So again, you can click the link below to find out more, and we would love to hear from you. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day.